Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tabitha Betancourt and we are here to talk all things bags. Yes, bags. Because if you have a Cricut, or even if you don't, you could make foldable gift bags, the kind you would spend dollars and dollars for in the store, for 25 cents. What could be better than that? So I'm always needing bags, but when I'm going through the bin that has the bags in it, I can never find the one I want. And I'm coming across, if you saw one of my prior videos where I'm doing a flip through, I'm talking about how I don't really know what to do with the 12 by 12 one design paper. It's like huge and I just have no clue what to do with it. But it was like a challenge for me. So I was going to figure this out. And then I watched a woman that had made a gift bag. It wasn't foldable, but it was a gift bag, and she said she had made it with two 12 by 12 pieces of paper. And then the light went off. Bing! One, that's how she was using the big designs, the 12 by 12 designs on the paper. And two, if she can make that, I know I have gift bags that same exact size. So I went to the drawing board. I actually went to the bin looking for a bag that was about that size. And I found this one. It had the lip design that I wanted. It was, as I was looking at tearing it apart, it only had one seam that I would have to deconstruct. And that was genius. I laid it on a 12 by 12 piece of paper and bing, yes, this could work. So what I did was I cut it in half. One side had the lip and the other side didn't. So what I had to do, because remember this bag was only glued on one side, what I had to do was in Cricut Design Space, I created a lip on the other side. I'm going to actually show you my design process, and because yes, I designed it with all basic shapes, it's free and you can grab the link below. When I create something, it has to be foldable and flat and able to be stored. So let's see if we can create it. I'm going through with a tape measure and I am meticulously measuring like absolutely every little score point. And I'm going to be creating this in the Cricut. So I am in Cricut Design Space. All I have used for the basic shapes are the square I'm trying to point to the screen. That doesn't work. Let's use the mouse. I've used one square and I've used a ton of score lines. And right now I'm working on the circles. And I'm going to show you how to do the circles because that will actually show you how to do the score lines. Except for these right here. The diagonal score lines, I kind of had to place myself. I am going to zoom in and you'll see how I perfectly put those score marks on the page. So I have done, and I will actually put a picture in this video of my diagram on my little post-it notes. I have my screen, my table here is full of post-it notes with actual dimensions. You can see right here the conversion chart. I'm literally going down to the 1/16 of an inch on this bag. And I've been using this Maryland Metrics Google search conversion chart, fraction decimals, and you'll get it. So when I'm trying to put where the ribbon is going to go through the bag, now this bag is going to fold down on top of each other. So these holes right here have to match perfectly on this score line. Yikes, I am not a perfectionist. I will never claim to be, and it drives me absolutely up a wall to be perfect. So I am going to zoom in as close as I can to this, and I have measured. I need this hole right here. Now you burn an inch. Let me make sure I tell you this. This right here, this square, this one side of the bag is positioned, look up here at the top right corner, 1 inch by 1 inch. That is my starting point, is 1 inch by 1 inch. So I am burning an inch, which means
from here to here is actually, I want my hole to be 1.5 inches. So look down here at the bottom when I click on this. These are two ways of doing it. If I start moving, you see those numbers? Those numbers are what you want to look at. And if you wanted it to be 1.5, you would move it up and you would be very careful with your hands. Let's stop doing that. It drives me up a wall. Go up here. See up here? This is where we're going to work. I know that I need this hole to be, because I have my Post-it note. I need it to be at, because I've burned an inch, 6.6875. And I need it to be down exactly 1.5. There, it moved it. Now this one right here, I need it to be at 6.6875, and it's gonna change the slightly. And I need it to be at 2.8125, and it moves it. So I need this one to be 9.1875, and I need this side, remember we've burned an inch, I need it to be, let's see, this is the top one, 1.5. Boom! I love how it just makes it go. This one, I need 9.875. And I love that Cricut put these up here, 2.8125. There. So, theoretically, when I go to print this, these will be exactly where they need to be. Okay, so I'm going to highlight both of those, and I'm going to click Attach. I have been attaching things all along the whole entire time. I have this. Now, this is one side of the bag. I have my glue lip right here along this side of the bag, and I have these glue lips here. Now, I can only do score lines one direction. So when I'm folding this, I'm going to have to make sure that these scores, these fold lines that when I fold it, I'm going to have to make sure they fold correctly. So the very first fold of this bag, the putting it together, that's going to be the crucial part that I want to spend the time on. And because I need two sides to the bag, select it, I'm going to hit duplicate.
So this right here is actually the finished product. You can see it's still on the mat, but I want you to see the score marks. So now let's actually take it off the mat and let's see. We are going to assemble this bag. Let me show you. This is what it looks like. And it folds up like this. It doesn't have the ties, the handles on it yet, but this is what we are making. So, in order to make this, we have two pieces of paper. They have been sent through the Cricut, and they all have these, I'm not sure you can really see them properly, but they have score marks on them. So we are going to fold them against their score marks and hope we get them folded. This is the crucial part, because if you fold them crooked, then you glue it crooked. And if you glue it crooked, well, then the bag just won't close. Put something in it and give it to somebody quickly. I mean, this doesn't even need to be Christmas. I'm like totally seeing birthdays and everything. So this one is the one that doesn't fold in the center. You have two, and they're actually both different. This one has two lines here. This one only has a line little here, but not here. So we fold this one like this. And there's a couple, it's kind of like origami. So we know we have one here, and that one needs to go like this. And then we need to fold this guy down. because we're making the inside flap. And then there's a section here, and that one gets folded like this. And then this is so this is the glue tab right here. So we just kind of make pretend. So now it's going to go like this. So we need to make sure we get that folded. Now make sure you pre-fold this corner or you will have a hard time getting it closed to lay flat or to lay somewhat closed. There's that bag. So that's the fold that I'm talking about. And each one is going to have that. So we're going to have this guy goes in, and then this guy will go down like this. So we want to make sure that gets folded. Guess what? Half of your bag is almost folded. I'm going to move you back down so that you can see what I'm doing here. I just realized you couldn't see. So this is the top of the bag. The holes almost match up. They're not perfect. You glue the top part of the bag down. Oh, some glue did not stick. Oh well. So glue that top part down and refold these. Just for safety. And then put this aside and start all over. This one gets folded. And remember these. The ones that you have to bend backwards are a little hard. So this one gets folded in, but remember there's one up here, and this is where the bag lay that part down. I'm just using this. We could use all kinds of glue. Run a strip of glue there. Take this side of the box. Flip it over. Now you have, now this is the interesting part. Go through and you fold in the sides. Now all you have to do is glue that down, right? And that is how you assemble a bag. This is a bag. And then we're just going to put twine on it later. It's actually really sturdy because this is about 80-pound cardstock. And you can go through, there was the bottom base that they put in the bottom of the bags. This is the bag now to actually, remember we had the crease on this side. What do you think of this ribbon? That's kind of pretty. And then we could dress up the front of it. The possibilities These are endless. This is what we ended up with. A sea of bags. Not just any bags, but bags. Bags that can be foldable and stored. And then I just took some extra ribbon, tied it through the tops, and we have a bag. Homemade bread in? Could you imagine just taking homemade bread? And when you can buy those Michaels paper pads for $4.99, makes the bag 20 cents. Add about 5 cents of glue and we're golden, right? And the ribbon is just left over from whatever. Let your imagination go. In less than 30 minutes, you can have a plethora of bags. And look, the beauty of it. We can all store all the bags in one. Now I need to make gifts for them, all in a nice little neat container, or I can take them out and throw them in the bin. I don't have to worry about all of these bags that I can't fold, and it's yours for free, so go and grab it and take it and have fun with it. If you make them, tag me. If you post them on Instagram, I'd love it if you would tag me. I am the Betancourts. On Instagram, I am Tabitha Betancourt. On Facebook, and I would love to see what you've guys done or the kind of paper that you have used when you make this. I would really love it if you would like, subscribe, smash that notification bell 2019 style so you can be notified whenever there is a video release. I tend to release the videos on Tuesday and Friday for crafting videos. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below. As always, I think you guys are lovely, and thanks for watching. Bye. And, I mean, has it ever been used? The thing has never even been used, which is very unusual for my family. We have one bag still in circulation from like 1997. We actually dated the bottom of it. I know this color on the background, never use a color like this. It wakes me up. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm like wide awake when I look at this thing. Like, hello, we're here. Don't need any coffee with this. Oh, my X's and my Y's. If you're in school, if you're like younger than 15, 18, please pay attention to math because all of life is a math problem. Why did they not tell us this in school? All of life is going to be a math problem. Now we're cooking with peanut oil, aren't we? Now we're cooking. What could be better than that? Nothing. Oh, coffee. Coffee could be better than that. Coffee with friends could be better than that. Oh, a pumpkin spice latte would be so much better. No, maybe, well, let's keep going. Packaging ribbing, anything. Bueller, anything. Hello. My husband loves that word. Plethora. And look,